these men come down here from New York and from Florida to find out my reasons on rock and roll music and why I preach against it, and I believe with all of my heart that it is a contributing factor to our juvenile delinquency of today. I 100% believe it. Why I believe that is because I know how it feels when you sing it. I know what it does to you. And I know the evil feeling that you feel when you sing it. I know the lost position that you get into in the beat. Well, if you talk to the average teenager of today and you ask them what it is about rock and roll music that they like, the first thing they'll say is the beat, the beat, the beat.
What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to After Loadout here in the Brookstone Studios. First episode. I'm so excited.
Finally here.
We are also brought to you by Georgia Fire Hot Sauce, the Wallet Drum Key by Rhythm and Still LLC, and Signal Fire Agency. Yay! We made it. Josh Green, how you doing? My name is Brian Harris. Welcome to the show. We got my boy Josh Green here.
Doing good, man. How are you?
Good. Hey, I realized something about you, by the way. You have a name that nobody just says, oh, my buddy Josh. Everybody's like,
it's Josh fucking Green.
It's Josh Green. It's always Josh Green. Like somebody's like, oh, you know Josh? I'm like, who's Josh? They're like, Josh Green. I'm like, oh, he's a great guy.
Well, you know, my middle initials are FN.
Are they really?
Yeah. So like Instagram and everything, the Josh FN Green. HR. The last job, we had initial emails.
Yeah.
So I put JFNG, and like HR came downstairs. They're like, are you trying to get Josh FN Green? And I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But legitimately.
Wait, what does the FN stand for?
I'm not doing that over the podcast.
No, let's do it. Frank. It's Josh Frank Norman Green.
Close enough. Close enough.
My first name is Norman. Just whatever. I go by Brian.
It's family names.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like
I'm pretty sure my parents did it on purpose, though.
Probably.
But anyways, yeah, we've been it's been a few weeks. Been trying to test this gear and finally doing it.
Episode 1.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's talk about what are we going to talk about on this podcast? Tell them about it.
We want this to be a conversational music podcast. I think both of us work in the industry. I'm a booking agent. Brian's a touring drummer for a band called the Vagabonds. And, I've been booking shows for the better part of 12 years, I think. And just, I think that's what we're going for. Just in-depth conversations that people don't always hear about the road and about behind the scenes a little bit.
Yeah, how long you been in? I know I met you, week 1 when you first moved to?
It wasn't week 1, but it was, I was fresh. Like,
so you're saying I wasn't your first best friend here? Wow. No, actually, you shout out to our buddy Davis Nix, because I remember the first night we met.
Yeah.
We went and saw it was Chris Hennessy.
Well, it was Levi Lowry
at the basement.
Yep, and Clay Cook.
That's right.
Yep, at the basement. And then we went and saw Chris Hennessy from, at the time, he was in Jamie Johnson's band. I don't know if he still is.
Yeah, and then, I think it was some little dive or bar or something like that.
It's not around anymore, but it was over near Vanderbilt and Belmont and all that.
I think it was like $1 beer.
Oh, dude, I remember like sitting there and a beer just flying and like going right over it, like hitting the wall next to our table. I'm like, well, time for me to get the fuck out.
I'm like, this is a fun bar. We should come here every week.
I think you could still smoke inside then. So
yeah, that was many, many, many years ago.
Yeah,
I got to work on my deep voice because you have a deeper voice than me. Mine's really high. That's what's going to offset. No, we got a really good show. Tell us about what's going on, who we have on today.
Yeah, I think we'll get to that. But guest is Blaine Bailey. He's on Native American country artist. Full disclosure, I signed him as a agent when I was at a much bigger agency at the time, one of the big 3-letter agencies, about 2 years ago. So I've been a big fan of his, and now it's his time to shine. He's got some nationwide network television.
Yeah, he was just on the road.
The road, right before Sunday Night Football. You can't beat that time slot.
Yeah, he actually just released an album back in October, Indian Country. So we're going to talk to him in a little while. But yeah, dive into some other stuff. Let's dive into the industry. Like you said, I play with the Vagabonds. We got some shows coming up. We'll talk about that as well.
Have y'all played anything recently?
So where were we at? We were out somewhere last week. I know this is so terrible. I should know these things. I know we got Indy coming up. We got Fitzgerald's in
Berwyn.
yeah, Berwyn.
Right outside Chicago.
Man,
That's a cool room.
That place is cool. Like people just
y'all did the July 4th festival that Will Duncan puts on there, right?
Yeah, the was it
it's like American Fest.
Yeah, American Fest.
Yeah.
It's very man, it's crazy because it's a lot of older people. They come out and they drink and they love music.
My kind of people.
I know. And then November 15th we're going back to Appleton, Wisconsin, which is one of like Gibson Music Hall. It's one of my favorite places.
I've never done anything there, but y'all have a like pretty big following in Appleton, right?
Yeah, they have a festival called Mile of Music, and it's every like August is when they do it. Man, it's truly, if you've never been, like go. It's one of the. It's all like
it's like a smaller South by, right? Like they take over like tons of rooms in town, and
it's they put all the artists up in the hotel that's like downtown. I mean, it's just I think 50 or 60 bands a day. I mean, it's crazy. It's a mile long of music. You know, it's really like all the bars and the whole like city's a part of it. And it's just it's one of the best festivals out there. So shout out to Mile of Music. I love that.
Pretty much regulars there, right?
Yeah, we didn't play I think last year, but we played the 10th anniversary. I think we started at like mile 5 and we played pretty much every
Hell
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think the second year was my favorite. I think like Them Dirty Roses were there. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, I mean it was all of our like friends and stuff.
Speaking of TDR, that was our intro, by the way.
Great song. What is the name of that song?
Candle in the Dark.
That's a good song, man. That gets you going.
I'm a fan. So I saw them this weekend.
Where were they at?
They played, which I didn't go to this show, but Friday, Halloween night, they played outside at the Shed in Maryville, where I went with y'all back in like July.
Yeah.
July or August.
Yeah, played with Silverado there. They that's a great spot.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they could set up like
they had a live stream.
Yes, but here's the thing: they could set up a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
but they need to do it because like they have so many good acts coming in. But you know, TDR, man, those dudes. Ben is one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life.
Oh, he's hilarious.
I mean, but
we're gonna get him on here one day.
Yes, and he just everything he says that comes out of his mouth is just funny.
We got to buy him a computer first.
What do you mean?
He doesn't have one. He is a hillbilly.
No, dude, when you talk, he's like, man, let me tell you something. You're like, what did you just say, man? Like,
I talked about getting him on here, and I was like, dude, I'll send you like a cheap mic or something. He's like, I don't have a computer, man.
All right, so we're gonna we gotta get a sponsorship to get him a computer.
Yeah, if anybody's got an extra MacBook or something, a ThinkPad, whatever. What do they call the Chromebooks?
Chromebooks, yeah.
Let's get him something.
I think they passed those out in like high school now or something like that.
Guess he didn't steal one.
Yeah,
like a normal kid.
Yeah, just take it.
But yeah, they played there Friday night, and there was a live stream of it. So I sat in my little bar in my my man cave and had that going through the speakers, and then Game 6 on the other TV, and watched the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yep. Wait, was that the 18 innings?
No, that was last week. This was when the ball caught the wall.
Yes,
or the ball caught the ball.
That was Game 6. Though,
yeah,
right?
that was Game 6.
I mean, I'll say this: as much as I wanted the Braves, because me and Josh were big Braves fans. We both love it, and congratulations! They just got the new Walt Wise is going to be the new general manager.
Just announced yesterday.
You know, I hated that the Braves didn't make it to the postseason, but I will say this was one of the best World Series.
It was a good World Series, man. I hate it went to the fucking Doyers, but
yeah, but also I had them on a massive parlay, so I was kind of like, "Let's go Dodgers!"
I mean, they bought another one. Congratulations.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, but I mean, that's the name of the game now.
Yes, but also watching Shohei Ohtani is
yeah. There's nothing like it.
No, it's incredible. I mean. So yeah, you know, I know we're going to talk a lot about music, but me and Josh, we're also big sports fanatics. We, you know, we don't agree on.
I have 3 TVs and the bar down there, all with like all the services and watching multiple things.
All the water you can drink if you come to his house.
Yeah, as long as you like Jägermeister flavored water.
Gosh, I don't know how you still drink that. It's disgusting. No, but you know, I think we agree on the Braves.
Yep.
We do not agree on college football.
Nope, go Dogs.
Yeah, dude, that's so stupid.
Are you you're a Titans fan, not a Falcons fan?
Yeah, I mean, well, I like the Falcons because for some reason growing up, I liked the Falcons, which I mean, Tennessee came in what, 95?
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah, so I mean, I
mean, Oilers, it was like late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 94 was when they came over.
I thought it was later than that, but yeah, either way.
I pull for it's so hard to pull for the Titans. They are so bad. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I mean, Falcons give you a little bit of hope to let you down. Titans just give you no hope.
Man, you know, everybody's when Cam Ward got drafted, everybody's like, he's going to come in and turn around. I'm like, you didn't draft an offensive line. Like, you let this other dude that you drafted high, like, just get tore up all season. Of course they're going to suck. Like, I don't know. It's frustrating. I figured this out. Every team I pull for some reason, they become terrible.
Yeah.
The second,
As a Georgia fan, that's how I feel.
Dude, it's
except for the Dogs, but I mean, now look at we don't suck, but I mean,
y'all are still good.
Yeah, but we're not championship. Not. I mean, we could win it theoretically, but those I mean, I think everything's different now with NIL and all that. But
yeah,
I don't know if anybody will go 2-3 in a row like Bama was doing. You know, a decade ago.
Oh, I'm an Auburn fan, and when Nick Saban left, it was the happiest day. I celebrated. I was like, let's go, get out of here. He has the opportunity to do the funniest thing right now because Hugh Freeze just got fired.
Oh, if he wouldn't play,
if he wouldn't coach at Auburn.
Oh man, turn it around too.
Dude, Alabama would burn down the state if Nick Saban.
For sure.
Yeah. So coaching search for that. There's been so many firings in college football.
Yeah, dude, I saw yesterday that y'all's last 3 coaches was like $53 million in payouts.
We are buyout university right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever want to be a coach that gets fired, which is probably one of the greatest jobs in the world, like, dude, you're making like $60 million to do,
and nothing. Everyone expects you to lose right now.
I know. We're like, we'll see who the next coach is.
But yeah, I mean, going back, really good World Series.
Great World Series.
Did you see that field goal? Sunday.
Was it Cam Little?
Yeah.
Yes, 68
yards.
68, and it broke the record.
Yeah. And there was an attempt last night.
Yes. Who played last night?
Yeah. Was it last night or Sunday night?
It was the Cowboys in Arizona last night.
Yeah. It was either Sunday night's game or last night's game. I can't remember, but there was an attempt. I think it was to end the first half.
Yeah.
By the way, they didn't get it. Field goals are just getting fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they need to put a rule on it. Like, it's getting to where like the kick return is not even.
Yeah. No, the kickoff is
it's pointless.
Yeah, well, I think they started in like the XFL or the whatever it is, and they brought that in. But no, Cam Little, he actually hit I think a 72 in preseason.
Oh, geez.
And I was like, this.
Yeah, but you don't have 12 refrigerators running at you. And
have you ever?
I mean, I guess you do in preseason, but they're mini fridges.
Have you ever? Like you watch the TV and you're like, these guys ain't that big, but you see one in real life and it's like a 22-year-old kid that walks up and you're like, hello, sir. Like, please
they've
don't
got
hurt
peach
me.
fuzz.
Yes,
they're kids.
They're monsters though, dude.
I sat last year when was it last year or the year before when Falcons came to the Titans, spent some money and right behind the Falcons bench, 50-yard line, like was right up there. Could flick their ears if I wanted to, and I didn't want to.
Dude, they're just they're monsters.
Yeah,
it's
giant,
crazy.
But yeah, man. Back to music. Let's any updates, any news that you can think of? Talking. I know Live Nation announced they're opening a new venue here in Nashville. The Truth. Did you see it at all?
Yeah, I haven't. I've seen the plans for it, and man, Live Nation's one of those things, like anything they get their hands on, like it's going to be incredible.
Yeah. I'm an independent agent, own my own agency, member of NITO, which is the National Independent Talent Organization, the management talent agency side of NEVA, basically kind of associated with NEVA, which is independent venues. So they're the big, it's hard to root for them, but you know, I like everybody that works there, and the venue looks pretty sick.
Yeah, like because Live Nation actually just bought out Brooklyn Bowl about a year,
yeah.
and I mean it's one of those
And
things.
that's my favorite venue in town.
Yeah, I mean, like Brooklyn Bowl. I also bartend there, and it truly is. It's one of those venues, man, and they bring in everybody. You know?
I've seen Offspring there, Butch Walker multiple times.
Bob Dylan was there for
Bob Dylan. I've seen Elvis Costello and Billy Gibbons at a fundraiser there.
I mean, everybody's
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Man, that was a good show. Oh man, like everybody I work with is like, do you know who this is? I'm like, dude, I know all these songs.
Yeah, for sure. They're my favorite.
Yeah,
they are definitely my favorite. But yeah, one thing that's cool about that venue is they have an operating letterpress in there, so you can get the night set list like Hat Show print style on a letterpress at the end of the concert.
The new venue?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen that done before.
That's smart.
Yeah,
because like that's one thing. Like everybody, you
don't get physical tickets hardly at all anymore as like a keepsake, so you got to spend $100 on a poster or a t-shirt. But now I don't know what they're going to charge for this, but it's still like a good and not everybody does custom posters for each specific show to like commemorate that show, but this is something that's for that one, which I think is really cool and good size room, up to 4,400 people.
Is it really?
Standing room only is saying 4,400, so that's massive. I mean, it hurts the Pinnacle.
Yeah, because what the Pinnacle is 3,000,
something like that. Yeah, it's in that same vicinity.
Okay, my question is this: are we getting too many venues now? Because I mean, we like it feels like.
Yeah, I mean that's been a topic for sure. I think Nashville is, especially when everyone else is struggling for one.
Right.
What I like about this one is it's not downtown. Everything Nashville does, they shove downtown.
Right.
And it creates just a traffic nightmare. At least this one. It's in Wedgwood, Houston. It's not far from downtown.
Yeah, because now, okay, so you got Brooklyn Bowl, you got the Pinnacle, you got Ryman, you've got Ascend, you've got this.
You've got Bridgestone, you've got Nissan. And if there's something at Nissan and Bridgestone, like the traffic is crazy. There was one night I was trying to go down there for something.
CMA Fest or something?
No, it wasn't even that big, but it was like it had an event at those two places, and the Ubers, like, we're looking for any way in and out, and just like it was crazy.
One of the best nights, and I remember it was back in kind of back on the sports league, but when the Titans were playing and the Preds were in the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
my God! You talk about downtown just being on fire,
dude. That was whenever I remember ESPN calling Nashville like the best fan experience, that they had not seen a Stanley Cup playoff and Stanley Cup. This is whenever we actually went and played the Penguins in the Cup.
Yeah.
That they had never seen the experience that this downtown was doing for this team, and just.
I think that's what really brought the draft here, was when they saw all this stuff. And it's just because if you've never been in Nashville, everything is centrally located. The airport's great.
Yeah.
The airport's 5 minutes from downtown. You've got the Nissan Stadium where the Titans play, and then you got the Bridgestone Arena where there's concerts, and then you got Geodis Field where the
soccer club.
Yeah, which have you ever been to one of those games?
Yeah, I've been to a couple, and now they're hosting concerts. They just had Tyler Childers and Charlie Crockett, I think 2 nights, and they had Pink. They did Blink 182 there.
Did you ever hear when I think it was Shania Twain played there? I don't think they were really prepared, but it like destroyed the field.
Oh man,
yeah, it did like so much damage,
dude. That's a big thing whenever you play these stadiums that actually during the season.
Yeah,
like we talked to some minor league teams from Diamond about doing some shows, so their parks are not just there for 3 months and not doing shows. But if you do a show during the summer, whenever the team, like the expense, because they've got to resod that immediately.
Yeah. Well, it's just like when, like the Stones or somebody come into, like they'll come in on a Friday and Saturday, and then the Titans play their Sunday. Like the turnover is
Oh, it's nuts.
Like that has to be what 2,000 people working on that. I mean, it's got to be so many people.
I would assume. Usually they try. It's called Share and Steal. They try to do 2 or 3 shows right there because if they're going to build that production, like, might as well make the best of it.
Yeah, which me and Josh,
most of it.
Yeah, me and Josh have talked about this. I definitely want to get some people on that work in that industry as well with building these stages and because that's one thing I do on this podcast. There's things that I hope our listeners want to know, like how, if say like a Tyler Childers calls in and say, hey, I want to do a 13 city tour, like it's not just I want to do a tour. It's like you've got to get your staging, you've got to get your lighting, you got to get your venues.
Well,
there's so much to it.
Somebody like Tyler or the new Turnpike Cross Canadian tours that are shows that are popping up, Zach Bryan, like these are stadiums that have never hosted shows in some cases. So like you've got to really figure it out and build a stage from the ground up, literally, and the infrastructure. You got to figure out parking and everything. It's
and
a lot more behind it than just the guys getting on stage.
It's a lot, man. I mean, especially, I've been touring for 17 years and it's more than just like showing up to a venue. I mean, this takes months of preparation. And I think that's a lot of like, people come to the show and they see that. That's like the final
90 minutes.
Yeah. And it's like, also it's like recording an album, man. By the time an album comes out, like the band members are so tired of that album. Yeah. You're like, I don't want to ever hear
the songs are 3-4 years old at minimum. And you've been rehearsing the shit out of them and cutting them and then, rehearsing like everything. You're sick of it. Like you might have another album in the can before that one comes out.
Well, and it's also like, I know on our last album we just put out, we had a song that we wanted to put on the last album, it just didn't fit with it. So
really,
when we started recording this, and we do all our recordings in Atlanta with a guy named Tom Tapley, which I mean, this guy is just one of the best. He's one of the nicest guys. He's from Alabama.
Is he related? There's like a kid in town named Tapley that
Wim Tapley.
I think so.
No, they're not actually.
All right, I've
they're
been seeing
not
that
related.
Name pop up.
No, Wim's one of our buddies, man. We actually did Boogeyman, and they were there, and they played with us the night before in Charlotte. But Tom, man, he's got a studio, and it takes a lot of like preparation.
Yeah.
And it's being in the studio is one of my favorite like parts that I love and hate, because the way we do recording, and we'll dive into this too, especially with singer songwriters, like processes, but like kind of our process is we go in and me and Paul, the bass player, we'll kind of lay down bass and drums, and then you kind of build from there.
Yeah. Start with the rhythm section and the foundation track.
Right. Yeah. But after like day 1 or 2, like I'm done. So I'm just sitting there like,
Man, I've been the guy like the agent, friends, I'm in the studio, but I'm not a musician. It is the most boring thing. Like if you're not actively involved, but the people involved are excited as shit. And you just sit there like, oh man, the first time it's cool as hell.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh damn, like
I think
y'all need some cowbell on this. Like, can I do anything?
I think it also depends on the studios you go into. Some studios like, what was it? We did our second album in, and I remember we walked into it, and I think it was the tracking room or something. It was one of those, but it was where like they had a rock room for drums and like, massive. And it's one of those studios when you first like start playing music, you walk into, you're like, we should not, but it's a long, and we'll get into that. And this is what this podcast is about.
Yeah, just conversations about music with people that do it. With all that being said, what do you think about bringing our guests on?
Let's bring him on, man. I'm excited to talk to him, hear about the process and everything. He's we're going to talk about his new album that just came out October 13th, Indian Country. We're going to bring him on when he's ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Blaine Bailey, thank you for joining the show for After Loadout. You are actually our first guest on our first podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Well, I'm honored, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely.
We're happy to have you here, man.
Awesome. Yeah, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Yeah, man, good to see you. So those that don't know, I think I might have mentioned it earlier. Blaine and I have a history. We go back. I signed him when I was at a different agency. Shit, about 2 years ago, right? I think that's when we first met.
Yeah, coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, so I met him at I stumbled across his music on Spotify and sent him an email or Instagram or something, and then we were both at the same festival slash conference in Fort Worth, and invited him out. And I think TDR, Them Dirty Roses were playing, so he came out to Billy Bob's, hung out with me and Taylor Honeycutt and a few other people, and we shut it down that night. That was a different time for him. You're sober these days, right?
Yeah, I was sober from coming up on a year now. About
Oh, hell yeah, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. And which is, so he was just on CBS's The Road, and, you know, it's cool watching you play at Tannehill, because that's essentially where we met. Like, it was right outside of there.
yeah, them little tables on the outside. I remember now.
What was that, you know, having the spotlight on you? What was that like? What was that whole experience like?
Um, it was a good learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting to be in see the behind the scenes of all that goes on in yes work Nashville world, I guess. But you know, once I got into it and realized, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to be the best. That was before they even released two open for it. So kind of out going on the, like Taylor Sheridan influence on what he puts in his shows and stuff.
Yeah, Taylor and
Red
what's her name? Andrea Van Forrester. Is that right?
Avon. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, Avon.
Yeah, and so I was kind of going with that. You know, this it might be that more Americana.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of the artists end up being very Nashville.
Yeah, there was two of them, and there was a few Americana.
Yeah.
Um, it turned into kind of a,
Turned into what? Sorry about that. You kind of went out.
turned into Nashville thing. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, dude, that's why I was so happy that you did T-shirt, because if you don't have that other opportunity, like, just lay it all out there the first time, like, put it out there, say, you know, get your message across. So
yeah, it was kind of like they were turning their, uh, their crosshairs on.
yeah,
We gotta please this crowd to get to the next town. I was kind of like, in the real world, I probably would Keith Urban crowd anyways. So my crosshairs went to represent natives on that bill.
hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you had something to say, and Blake acknowledged that, and it sucks that it was one episode, but I'm glad that was the song that you chose to perform and put your message out there, and I think that'll play out, you know, beneficial to you in the long run.
How was the Blaine? So how was the nerves versus playing a show versus doing the show? Was it just worldly different, or how was it?
All the kind of extra pressure of the cameras and like, I can, and then like the fact that I'm there and singing about that, I felt really lonely at that.
I can imagine. Plus, I mean, you were
Yeah,
by far the youngest, right?
yeah, I was. The person closest to me was something like that. Yeah, 4 years difference.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys on there that were,
Like,
Janning's like 50.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, did you say they were kind of coaching you like how to say so? Is that kind of what you said? Is that how it went, or would you just they were just like go on and be yourself, or was it like somebody on there kind of telling you how to, like, dress and stuff like that, or how does that work?
Well, they basically like, let you be yourself, and then like wear what you want. But they have, 12 outfits. And I just pick, and then
12. I don't even think I
yeah,
have
they would
12
like,
outfits.
I would love that. I have terrible style.
yeah, and that was another thing. Like, put all that effort in to go find all these clothes with no fucking brand on them,
Yeah, yeah.
outfits. That was a whole nother ordeal. But I'm sorry for the cuss word.
Oh, fuck it.
Just bleep it.
Yeah, my mom told me to be good, so I'm being good. But nah, congratulations on the road, man. That's really good. And I saw that you just recently put out an album, October 13th, Indian Country. Tell us a little bit about that. Also, you have a song title that I absolutely love, No Whiskey After, or was it No Liquor After Dark?
hmm
Yeah, no liquor after dark.
That is a great title, by the way. Tell us a little bit about the album.
Yeah, this album I wanted to throw like next efforts like that after dark and put a hatchet in the ground and like in the song it talks about shooting blood, making long bow trees, stuff like that. And then I really kind of wanted to incorporate genre that I love to listen to, like a little bit more country swing or oh, whatever you want to call it. And always my blues that just escape them.
Yeah.
So, but this album was by far my favorite. It, I love the songs that I wrote, and, like, was very proud of all had a part and helped come to life. And the title kind of a funny play on words. It's kind of like a setting. It's a place.
Yeah.
In another sense,
It's a genre.
play Indian country. Yeah.
Yeah, this album is definitely way more traditional country sounding than Home was, in a good way, like a lot more steel guitar and just more traditional old school country sounding. I love it. I'm proud of you for putting it out, man.
Yeah, and I was listening to it. I've been listening to it the past couple days since Josh said you were gonna be on. I kind of almost got like a turnpike kind of like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got kind of that vibe, man. It's great, man. Tell us about where you recorded.
I recorded in Bixby, Oklahoma at the club. My buddy Kendall Alt, he's a really good engineer, and he helped me produce Home, the last album. So I just, trust him. He got it done for us. He's just such a good um, person to have there to, shoot ideas back and forth. He had a big part in that.
Awesome. Awesome. So speaking of Turnpike, you got to open for them. It's been a few months now, but at a big old arena.
Yeah, we opened for them down Windstar Casino for that, and that's for the Lucas Oil Stadium.
I think
Not
so,
sure,
yeah.
but yeah, it's like 6,000. Uh, that's still, I think, the biggest show I played. But man, that was just insane to me, and I was very like grateful for the
Yeah, man.
laid it all.
Put it up.
Did you gamble while you were there?
Yeah, money on roulette.
Did you win?
No, dude, nothing.
So yeah, Blaine, being a singer songwriter, I always ask singer songwriters this because I always think it's interesting, and I'm a musician myself. But what comes first to you? Is it the lyrics or is it the melody and the music?
For me, it's usually always the melody. I kind of write. I always just mess around with melody that I might have never heard before. Um, it takes a little bit something different to catch. And so if I like that chord progression, and, able to put some words around, feel like I haven't heard that, and I feel pretty good about where the song's going. It's always the melody.
That's awesome. So what's coming up, man? I know you just did the road, and you got any tour dates coming up?
Yeah, we're playing the Track 5 at the Hard Rock Casino and this Friday. I think our show starts at 9. It's a free show.
You said this Friday?
Yeah, this Friday.
All right, we'll try to get this out on Thursday then, at least.
No more roulette, I guess, while you're there, huh?
Put it all on black.
I'm always on red, man.
All right, there you go. There you go. Well, Blaine, man, I appreciate you coming on. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you got this opportunity to be in the national spotlight, and I hope that it takes off from there. And I wish you the best.
I appreciate y'all, man.
And we'll talk
Thank
soon,
you.
brother. Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Blaine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
That was Blaine Bailey.
That's cool, man. You know, it's good for him, man, because
Yeah.
you know, like people don't realize, man, like it takes a lot in this industry, and to even just make it to get an opportunity like that, man. Like,
Yeah.
congratulations to him. Like,
As young, 20, being the youngest person on there, he's got the cards stacked against him,
Yeah.
I think, anyways. But he had a message that he wanted to put out there, and that's what I'm a big fan of. I think that's why I lean towards Americana, is because, the actual, like, putting some real feelings and speaking for a group of people instead of just yourself, and a lot of, putting that all on your shoulders is a lot to I can't imagine.
well, it's also it's authentic, man. I love
Yeah.
know, but I mean, I think Americana is such a broad genre.
Oh, for
you
sure.
know, what
I still don't know
because
what it is.
no one does, but no, man, it's one of those things, man. I mean,
But you know it when you hear it.
oh yeah, but I mean, you have bands that have been hitting the road for years, man.
Yeah.
You finally, you finally get this opportunity to do something big, and it's just, this is his opportunity, man. I hope he does, great things with it, and success to him in the future, man. That's
For
awesome.
sure, for sure. Well, guys, I think what do you think?
I think it's been a good one, man. This is the first one, man.
First one. Had some technical difficulties. We'll figure it out next week, even better. I think it can only go up.
Yeah, like, you know what? You don't want to. This is what I always say when I start a show. I'm like, if I miss the snare on the first hit, like, it's all uphill from there.
Yeah, there you go.
Mess up the first time and just go from it. But no, thank you guys for tuning in to After Loadout. Brought to you by Georgia Fire Hot Sauce, the Wallet Drum Key, by Rhythm and Still LLC, Signal Fire Agency. We are in the Brookstone Studios. Y'all come back next week for After Loadout.